Christian, Tresser, footwear designer. I started off in footwear design at Reebok from 1990, 91, 92 to about 95. And when I started there, I was hired in as a footwear designer for running. I was actually a soccer player trying to become had dreams to be a professional soccer player, but I was also an artist. And while I was in art school, I was also working at my dad's auto body shop. We were working on this guy's car. Through this conversation, he says, well, I have a footwear design consulting company and I design shoes, but I can't draw. I can design, I have ideas, but I can't draw my ideas very well. Can you do that? I said, yeah. And then that's how I got in contact with Reebok. It was a great time. I loved it. Probably one of my favorite times in the industry. It was just such a cool time. We had a great factory to work with, and it just seemed like it just was like a small family that we all had fun just kind of doing this thing we all loved doing, which was creating great product. It's hard for me to think back on it. It was a running shoe, obviously. I was so new to the brand. I felt like everybody at that point was doing stuff that was very stylistically almost curvy and flowy, and I kind of went in an opposite direction. I used my ruler and drew a lot of straight lines and even diamond patterns. I kind of went against the grain, to be honest, I think. And if you look at that shoe, it doesn't look like any other shoe from Reebok in that period. The other thing I was looking at was the vamp and the tongue, and I was trying to make a connection between graphically the vamp and the tongue, weirdly playing with connecting pieces that normally wouldn't be connected visually. I'm always kind of torn in a weird way because I'm a designer and I want to create something visually cool, but then I think about its performance when I'm designing it. So how is it going to feel on my foot? How are the pieces going to come together so there's nothing like pinching and making it perform better? So yeah, I always try to do both. I did the colorways, but I don't know if it came from a color palette or not. I think just coming up with something really visual, very strong and striking. I'd love to give you some kind of technical reason, but I think I was just going with my instinct. To have it be the first shoe that I worked on at Reebok is just, it means a lot.